plaintiff, Jason Assermley, says the defendant is his brother, and he's a great father to his 5 children and very dedicated to their mother. However, Jason's suing his brother today because he purchased some electronics for the defendant's home, but the defendant has yet to repay him. Defendant Joshua Gomes says his daughter was born with a rare genetic disorder, and they didn't think she would ever be able to walk or talk. And Jason was extremely supportive during that time. Joshua admits he owes his brother something, just not the full amount he's suing for.
Prove your case.
He's my brother, and I love him very much, and I'll always be there for him, and he knows that. And I think in part that's what kind of led us here today. And he's extremely dedicated, loving father of his 5 beautiful kids, and very faithful and dedicated to his girlfriend, who is the mother of those 5 children.
5 children?
Yes, sir.
Live under the same roof with you?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Absolutely.
Congratulations. That's a lot of love you're getting.
Thank you.
And giving out. Why are you trying to take food off his table then?
I have 2 children and a wife of my own.
You have 2?
Yes. And,
well, you got a little catching up to do. Let's go ahead.
With that being said, he has come a long way from when we were younger, and I'm very proud of him. You know, he's matured in many, many ways.
Good.
When we were younger, he kind of had a mouth on him. He would get himself into some situations where, whether it be good or bad, he get himself into a fight or a scuffle, and he'd come running back to me and my older brother and say, I'm going to get my brother to beat you up.
Did he finish high school?
Me, I did not finish, and he did not finish, no.
Why didn't you guys finish high school?
I hung around with the wrong crowd.
All right, you still hang with the wrong crowd?
No.
Well, it's not too late.
I have my GED.
Good, well, you did finish.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you have a GED. That's all I have. And I hung around with the wrong crowd.
Yep.
You?
No, sir.
You have a GED?
No, sir.
Why not?
When I quit school, I was 16, and I just started working for my father in
What type of job?
construction.
Good. All right. You still need a GED or something in case that, that's one of the worst industries you can be in today, construction. Nonetheless, I'm asking you guys this. You got 5 kids. You have 2 with no education. That usually spells poverty. I don't want those kids living in poverty. I don't care if you starve. So let me get some background from you. He tells me you're a great guy, take care of your children.
I can't say any different about him. He's always been there for me. As dedicated as he is to his family, he still makes time to be there for me and my family also. About 5 years ago, I had my second child, and she was born with a rare disability. It's called CHARGE syndrome. It affects 1 out of 15,000 in the United States. She's the only child in our state with it. When she was born, she had a trach and a G-tube. They told her she wouldn't walk, she wouldn't talk. She would essentially be in a vegetative state, and they actually tried to convince us to put her up for adoption. And Jay was always there, give me support, keep your head up, have faith, taking time away from his job and his family to be there with me and my family. And I can't thank him enough for that. But
she's functioning well?
She's probably home right now chewing on something, chasing her brother on the bike or something.
Great.
Yeah, she's
great. Glad to hear that. Now, these credit card bills you're suing him for, tell me about that. And by the way, where do you work?
I work in manufacturing. I work in Avon, Massachusetts.
What type of company? What do they make?
They make big industrial valves. Throughout the world.
All right. We don't want that company to lay you off and you have nowhere to go because you don't have a skill beyond a GED.
Correct.
So you might want to get a skilled trade or community college at night or something. Get ready for the next industry because we saw what just happened. All these people lost their jobs and many of them don't have a skill to go into, say, computer technology or information technology, and they can't find the qualified people. They're going to these schools and offering the young people big money as a bonus to come work for them. It's heavy competition at these schools because they don't have the qualified people. And I'm always concerned about young people getting jobs, particularly these young black men who are having kids that they need to get a job and take care of. So they're not going to be able to take these jobs because they're going to need some additional technical training. I think the auto industry is saying it's going to call for at least a year worth of technical training to be able to work the new machines that the auto industry are putting into these factories. So I want you two guys to get something beyond your GED in case things collapse, because I don't want your kids to live in poverty. You all can eat slop and drink muddy water, the two of you, but I want those children to live a better life. All right? These credit card bills, how does he owe you?
Well, again, like I said, I would always be there for him. So he had come to me and said, can you help me out, furnish my house with electronics, on my credit card? And I said, okay, what are you comfortable with paying per month? And he said, we had agreed roughly around $100 a month. And there was a promotion going on, 36 months interest free. So he spent up to $3,771.
On what?
TVs, iPods, Xbox.
Clothes for the kids?
No clothes for the kids.
What did you spend all that money on?
Just at the time when we moved, my family got bigger, so we weren't able to stay in the apartment we were in. We ended up moving into a house, and I didn't have, like a TV for my daughter's bedroom
or an Xbox.
Or an Xbox.
Come
Exactly.
on, man. I'm sure your children need something more important. Nonetheless, do you owe him?
I do owe him some monies. I'm kind of unclear as to how I owe him the amount he's stating that I owe him.
You're unclear, but you're clear, very clear.
I'm crystal clear, Your Honor.
Have you paid him anything since you charged these?
Yes, sir.
How
yes,
much?
Sir. I was paying him $106 a month for roughly about a year and a half.
Is that about right?
It is about right.
He's paid you $106 for 18 months.
Correct.
And how much is that?
1908.
So by your own admission, he's paid you approximately $1908. And the total charge was how much?
The total charge was $3,771 and some change.
Do you want to?
1863.
All right, you're about right. He says 1881, he says 1863, and I'm taking this from you. You guys, I'm proud to hear that you guys are good family men, but make sure you advance yourself with some additional skills, because we can't count on these industries we're in now. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
It's kind of been a burden on us, and our kids haven't been able to play and stuff, and I love you. I'll always be there. All right.
I love you too.
All right. Maybe now you accept my friend request on Facebook.